A few weeks ago, Elon Musk confirmed that human clinical trials of Neuralink's brain implant would take place by the end of this year. What can we expect from these human trials? What does Neuralink aim to do? Will this brain implant be of any use? Stay tuned to this video to know more. Welcome to Elon Musk Videos. Here on YouTube, we upload videos about Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get the latest Elon Musk videos. First, let's talk about Neuralink starting human trials. So in 2021, Neuralink was working hard to start human trials. They opened communications with the US FDA to conduct human clinical trials. Elon Musk had targeted the end of 2021 as the deadline for starting human trials. Unfortunately, they faced a few setbacks and the trials did not take place. Now, in April 2022, Musk confirmed that the first trial application of Neuralink in humans would take place by the end of this year. But this ultimately depends on whether they get approval from the US FDA to conduct clinical trials on humans. According to the FDA, implants like the Neuralink are Class 3 medical devices, and these devices need to clear extensive regulatory hurdles. Let's now look at some interesting developments at Neuralink. In 2021, Musk posted an open call for job applicants on Twitter. He stated that there were vacancies available at the company's Bay Area and Austin facilities. People who worked on advanced wearables, phones, and robots were told to consider applying. Then, in 2022, job postings for people experienced in conducting clinical trials went out. Positions like Clinical Trial Associate, Clinical Trial Director, and Clinical Project Manager became available. Now, you may be wondering what these positions even mean. So in order to start clinical trials on humans, there are many regulatory hurdles to get through in the USA. So the clinical trial director interacts with the US FDA to get the necessary approvals, while the other members of the team prep for working with the participants in the clinical trials. They will be crucial in the research activities that take place during this trial. Basically, it means that Neuralink is pretty confident about moving forward with human trials soon. Now let's look at what Neuralink aims to do. Their objective is to develop a brain-machine interface. This interface would treat brain-related ailments. The long-term goal seems to be to create an interface between the human brain and AI. It means you can control any AI device, be it a mobile device or your Tesla. You may even be able to telepathically communicate with other people. But all that is really far away, possibly even decades. In order to create a link between the human brain and AI, a neural implant or a link is used. The link is connected to threads that are the size of a micron. These threads connect to various parts of the brain. Earlier in 2021, they released a video showing a monkey that had a neural implant playing the video game Pong. The monkey didn't use any physical interfaces. Instead, the signals in its brain were recorded by the brain implant. While talking about this development, Elon Musk stated that the same technology could be used to restore full-body functionality to people with spinal cord injuries. In a recent update, Neuralink announced that they built the first high-channel count brain-machine interface. This interface, which is affectionately called the N1 link, has 1,024 electrodes and will be used for therapeutic purposes. Traditional attempts at a neural interface have been clunky and invasive. They involve wires that run from the brain to a device. However, Neuralink's implant is pretty much invisible, and it transmits data wirelessly, so it's not going to be a dystopian future where people walk around with wires hanging from the back of their heads. When it comes to inserting the interface into the human brain, a challenge arises since the threads in the Neuralink are extra fine and flexible, and our brains are extremely fragile, so these threads cannot be inserted by humans. Instead, the surgeon relies on a robotic system to insert threads. This system only needs to make a single 8mm skull opening, and an opening that small is barely visible. Next, let's take a look at what applications Neuralink could have. All the chatter about telepathy and human-AI interaction aside, what can we expect in the near future? It seems like Neuralink's primary focus is people with severe spinal cord injuries like paraplegics and quadriplegics. Musk himself mentioned how he was perturbed that so many young people were left in a difficult state after accidents or mishaps. He is cautiously optimistic that with the neural interface, they would be able to restore full-body functionality to individuals who had spinal cord injuries. So, the N1 link would give them a degree of digital freedom by giving them the ability to interact with their computers or phones and access the internet. According to Musk, the next step would be to allow someone who could not walk or use their limbs to be able to move again and finally attain full-body functionality. Similarly, reports tell us that the effects of conditions like Alzheimer's disease could also be controlled with the help of Neuralink. Next, let's look at obesity. Elon Musk recently stated that Neuralink could control morbid obesity. It's not some random theory that Musk has cooked up. Actual scientists agree with him. Recently, University of Cambridge professor of metabolism and medicine Sadaf Farooqi stated that research showed that people with severe obesity had huge appetites due to signals from their hypothalamus. So, if the hypothalamus was targeted with a Neuralink, it could possibly curb their appetite. This development could bring about an immense change in the lives of morbidly obese people. Another condition we will look at is tinnitus. So, tinnitus is caused by damage to nerves in the inner ear. This damage is usually caused due to injury or prolonged exposure to loud noises. It is a neurological condition that manifests as a ringing or buzzing in the ears. At present, people suffering from tinnitus just have to learn to live with the noise. Now, Musk has stated that the Neuralink could remedy this situation. Experts are optimistic that neural devices could be the answer. Now let's take a look at the challenges that Neuralink may face. So many companies entered the field of brain implants and interfaces, but they just ended up burning through money or going nowhere with their technology. Meta Platforms had a long-running investment in a mind-reading device, but it abandoned the project even before announcing its first product. Earlier in May 2022, Neuralink's rival Synchron received an FDA approval to begin human trials of its brain implant. Synchron will be conducting trials on 6 patients using its Stentrode brain implant. Though Synchron may have had a head start in terms of human trials, Musk has stated that for Neuralink, safety was the paramount concern. He tweeted, "Our standards for implanting the device are substantially higher than what the FDA requires, just as our standards for safety with Tesla are much higher than what the US government requires." So this emphasis on safety may delay Neuralink's plans, but as a potential customer, it would be worth the payoff. In addition, Neuralink is well-funded compared to Synchron. Neuralink recently conducted a Series C round of funding and raised $205 million from investors like Google Ventures, while Synchron only raised $40 million during its recent funding round. So, Neuralink looks like it is ready for the long run and will be able to go ahead with its neural interface. And that's a wrap. 2022 is going to be an interesting year for Neuralink. We hope that human clinical trials will start this year. Do you share our optimism for Neuralink's tech? What other applications could Neuralink have? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos about Elon Musk.